Hello friends, it's Danny. Welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be doing my new bullet journal setup, and this time I decided to do a voiceover instead of filming and talking at the same time because this literally took me 2.5 days to complete finishing my bullet journal. So basically what I've done is I have recorded every single little detail that I did to create these spreads. I outlined them all in pencil first, so right now I am coloring in and filling in the first page in my bullet journal, which is my birthdays page. This bullet journal is a Lloydstrom 1917 A5 dotted journal. It is the metallic gold edition, and it was set up a little bit differently from the Lloydstrom journal that you are used to seeing me use, which is the teal blue one. The layout was different because in my old bullet journal there were pages with tips and tricks and how to use the bullet journal. In this one it is just basically a free-for-all journal. It didn't have any tips or tricks or anything of how to use it, and it also didn't have pages for me to use for a future log, so I had to use two of the double page spreads at the beginning of this journal after this birthdays page to do double page spread future logs for the next year and a bit. So this page worked out well to use for my birthdays page because after this and the future log I was doing my memories page and my title page, which you will see after I finish these future logs. One thing I really enjoyed about making my spreads in pencil first was that I got to basically flip through and see everything that I had done that was going to be colored in, and I really liked being able to see that, but I have to admit it's taking me a lot longer than I like to actually color everything in once I had already done it. So right here you see me printing out pictures on my HP Sprocket. This is how I do my memories pages every single month. My memories page goes on the left side of the double page spread and my title page is always on the right. This is something I started doing a few months ago and I really enjoy it. My HP Sprocket is my go-to thing. I accidentally double printed a couple of pictures by accident. Whoops! But basically, I'm printing out all of these little 2x3 Polaroid pictures from my Sprocket, and they come on a film that is sticky backed. So that is how I do my memories page every month is I print out these pictures, I save movie stubs and receipts if I have them, and things that I want to remember that I did during the month prior. And then I arrange them and put stickers all over them, and it's basically like a collage page once I'm done. So I really enjoy doing these memory pages, and I can see myself doing them for the very far foreseeable future. So once my memories page is done, I moved on to my title page, and because November is National Novel Writing Month, I felt it was very fitting for me to do a complete writer/NaNoWriMo theme. So when I was at Walmart recently, I found these holographic calligraphy stickers. I am absolutely obsessed with them, and so I used them for my title page because I thought they'd stand out against my very simple background, which is just a black colored in fountain pen with a calendar listing the 30 days in November. And I really like how simple this title page is. A lot of the time you will find me scrolling through Pinterest to find inspiration for my bullet journal spreads because I don't have the ability to create spreads on my own yet, and I really like the ones that I find on Pinterest. So one of the ones that I found was just a really simple calendar layout with really big block letters for a month at a glance, and I colored it in my two favorite colors to work with, which is a teal blue and a purple. And then over to the left I just have like a notes and a don't forget section, and in a minute or two you'll see me put in a sticker that looks like a pencil and it just says don't forget on it, and I felt like that was very fitting for Nano. This is probably my favorite double page spread that I've done for this month, other than my NaNoWriMo tracker, which you'll see in a minute. So on the left page, which is currently at the top of this scene clip, yes, it is my habit tracker. So what I was tracking this month is reading, writing, using my bullet journal, how much water I am drinking, and then getting 7+ hours of sleep. So the last thing that I did to this page, other than filling in the title, was adding a little sticker to the bottom, and I had two different ones, but I went with this one, which is a Winston Churchill quote that says, "When you are going through hell, keep going." And I felt like that was very fitting considering I'm going to be having surgery this month and I'm going to need some inspiration to not be down on myself during recovery time. So this is probably my favorite page that I did this entire set of spreads, and it is my mood tracker, and I have literally been waiting all freaking year to do this mood tracker where I make it a typewriter and each of the keys, hello Findy crossing through my screen, each of the keys will represent a day. They aren't numbered. I'm going to number them after I've colored them in because my markers tend to bleed and pull the black from the ink if I don't. But I will color one in for each day, and I track happy, average, tired, sick, anxious, and bad for my trackers. This page feels like it is a lot more planned out than I was last year, so I have quite a few nano pages this year. This is a page that holds all of my survival kit needs that I need to check off, and I am not going to read them out to you because I am going to be doing a video about that, but I also have a spoilers page on the right which contains all of the outline for my nano novel this year. And I just printed that out on normal paper and then glued it in. This is my other favorite spread that I've done this month, and it is my NaNoWriMo tracker. I ended up finding this, I think, from Boho Berry again. Last year I used her 2017 tracker. This year I think I was using her 2015 or 16 tracker. And basically, the left-hand square side tracks it by either I can do a line graph or I can do a bar graph, depending on what I want to do, and it just tracks it up to 50K across the 30 days, and the red line is my target goal, and then I'll fill it in with another color for my actual goal, and along the side, on the right side, is my weekly stats page. So each of those blocks represents a day, and it represents 5 weeks of NaNoWriMo. So I'm going to write in the goal of each week of what I'm supposed to be writing. So the first week will be 5,000 words. The second week I have no idea. I have to still count those. But basically each day I will fill it in either pink, blue, or purple, pink being above my daily goal, blue being at the daily goal, and purple being under the daily goal. And I feel like that will help me realize which week will be the week that I end up falling behind, because I always end up falling behind at some point in Nano. So this is probably the last page that you are going to see multiple times over because it is my weekly spreads for the month, and there are 5 of these weekly spreads that I did. I think I ended up speeding them up closer towards the end and slower during this first one, so you can see this is my Old Faithful trusty spread that I've done multiple times in prior Plan With Me's, and basically it is my Old Faithful trusty weekly because it gives me just enough space to write out what I need to know during the days, and it also gives me a space down under the Sunday block to kind of decide what I want to track in there. One time I was tracking my sleep and step counters in there. Another time I was tracking what I was reading, what I was writing, what I was watching, etc. And so it just gave me enough space to do anything that I wanted. And so this month, on top of all of the normal things with the calendar in the left-hand corner, the this week, next week, and the get shit done part over in the right-hand corner, the little graph that I have underneath the Sunday thing is going to be a chart in every single weekly that basically gives me a space to write about what I had written about that day. So it has Monday to Sunday, and on the right-hand side it says, what did I write today, or what have I wrote about today, etc. And it just kind of gives me an idea of what chapters I was writing that day, or what scenes I wrote that day, or what characters I was writing about, and feelings and things. And like I said, I sped up this last few weeklies that I was coloring in because they were literally the same ones that I have done before. And so now I am just erasing any pencil lines that I find annoying because I don't want to erase the entire page, because I've found in the past if I've written it in pencil first and then I erase the entire page, my markers don't show up as well if I'm writing over erased pencil marks, and I'm not sure why that is. It's specifically with the Tombows, and I am using those a lot in these spreads, so I am trying to erase as little pencil marks as possible, only the ones that stand out and are noticeable to me. And then once I finally finished erasing everything, I decided to do a final flip through, so that is what we're going to do now. So these are the November spreads in my brand new bullet journal. I'm so excited. So I have decided not to use my index in this journal. That's what I was telling you here. I gave up on my index a long time ago. I filled in my birthdays page, I filled in this future log, which goes from 2018 as of now to 2019. This is the continuation of 2019 to 2020. That is my memories page. The top left photo is doing Preptober with Hannah and Jen. There are a couple of dates with Tyler's. There's me getting a Christmas sweater this year, Indy getting her new name tag. The bottom left picture and the right movie stub is going to see The Hate You Give, and also going bowling with Jen and Hannah and Jen's boyfriend Andrew. The right page is obviously my title page. This is my month at a glance, which I've only filled in one thing, my habit tracker, my mood tracker. Then it is my survival kit and the spoilers page, which is again the plot of my nano novel. Then my NaNoWriMo tracker, which both tracks word count and weekly stats. And then my 5 weeklies, which are all the same except for this page, which I messed up. Wednesday and Thursday's colors, they were supposed to be switched, but I accidentally switched them a different way, so whoops. So that is my new bullet journal, and that's everything that I did for the November spread, because this is a metallic cover as opposed to this bullet journal, which was like an actual, like, I don't know, it's different. And this, as you can see from the back, is a lot easier to scratch. So I made an executive decision that instead of getting my owl crate for November, I was going to get a Choose2Do A5 planner cover thing. This is what it looked like when it came in the little package, and it has a little note for me saying welcome to the Choose2Do family. And I guess this, I like that it's hand done, but like I guess this is a note that they send with every one of these. So I'm gonna have to open it now. So it came in the black sleeve, and then this is the color that I chose, which was called Inner Peace. And this is the inside, and I'm so excited because the inside is hollow. Are you surprised? Are you surprised at all? This is the inside, and this is the notebook that they sent, and it is a lined journal. So I think I might just save this for something else. This is the inside. Look at it. It's beautiful. I'm so excited. Credit card slots, note slots that go all the way down to bottom, but like it's blue hollow. I could have chosen yellow, blue, pink, or I think silver, but I chose the blue. And it's got a pen holder, and it's got little slotties here, and then you stick your bullet journal in. After like how long? 20 minutes? 20 minutes of freaking out and not being able to figure it out. I finally figured it out. I went and watched some video reviews and found out how other people had done it. And some people just stick the elastics in the center of the bullet journal. Some people just do what I did, which is putting this string here in the front and the back of the bullet journal so that it holds it in. I have my pen loop here on my bullet journal. I have a pen loop here. I have the 2 hollow vinyl pockets back here. I have all of these pockets here. And originally I thought it was the bullet journal was supposed to tuck under these, so that's where I was struggling because I was freaking out. It wasn't working. And my pen holder usually is supposed to be for an A5 journal, but it actually fits on this relatively well. So that is now what it looks like. And so I can just go in here and look at how pretty my journal is. And I'm really happy with all of these spreads. I think this is probably my favorite. So that is it for my new bullet journal spreads for November. I'm excited for Nano to start. I'm excited to have my planner cover here, and it's beautiful, and it's gonna be so much easier to keep my bullet journal clean and safe. I'm very happy with it now that I know what I'm doing and how to use it. And it's hollow. So that is it for this video. With that, I will see you guys in my next video.